The nobleman rode toward the castle with soldiers behind him. They were prepared for winter, for snow biting through wool, for resistance. They were not prepared for the smell. It drifted out before the gates were fully open. Not decay, not blood, something stale, as if the air had been kept inside for far too long. Inside, the castle was silent, not abandoned, not destroyed, just quiet. Too quiet for a place that housed dozens of people. No servants, no footsteps, no signs of ordinary life. Only corridors where sound lingered longer than it should. They searched room by room. In one chamber, a girl was chained to the wall, alive, barely responsive. In another space meant for rest, they found marks that suggested struggle. This was not a battlefield. This was a home. So, who was this woman? And what incentive did she have? The woman who owned this castle was Countess Elizabeth Báthory. She was born into one of the most powerful families in Hungary, surrounded by privilege, educated, protected. Her childhood was not violent. From an early age, she learned that the world was arranged vertically. Some people existed above, others below, and those below were expected to endure. Servants were not individuals, they were extensions of the household. Correction did not require explanation. Obedience did not require consent. This wasn't cruelty. This was order. Now, you might be wondering who encouraged this behavior and made Elizabeth become a monster. One influence shaped her more than most was her aunt, Carla Báthory. Carla was deeply superstitious, immersed in folk beliefs that thrived in a country fractured by war and fear. She believed the body could be managed the way land could. That youth was not lost, only transferred. Carla exposed Elizabeth early to the punishment of servant girls. Elizabeth noticed and observed. Carla her aunt showed her that pain was framed as an instruction and fear as maintenance. But blood was discussed quietly as vitality, as essence. Young blood, Carla said, carried strength. Proximity to it preserved what time tried to take. Youth. This was not presented as madness. It was presented as knowledge. Hungary was unstable. There was war with the Ottoman Empire that had turned borders into wounds. Villages disappeared. Peasants suffered quietly. Landowners were granted enormous authority. Life and death were administrative decisions. Religious conflict deepened the atmosphere. Witchcraft did not feel irrational. It felt explanatory. In a world like this, belief did not need evidence. Elizabeth married Ferenc Nadasdy, a nobleman devoted to war. He was almost always away, and she remained behind, governing the whole castle alone. Isolation hardened Elizabeth's beliefs, and without witnesses, authority stops negotiating with doubt. The first shift was subtle. A servant girl made a mistake while combing Elizabeth's hair. A strike followed. Blood touched Elizabeth's skin. Someone rushed to wipe it away, but Elizabeth noticed the skin beneath it looked lighter, smoother. It may have meant nothing, but belief does not ask for certainty. Her confidence reinforced the idea. Youth could be preserved, vitality extracted. From that moment, punishment changed purpose. It stopped being corrective. It became instrumental. Her victims were chosen carefully. Young, female, poor, girls whose absence would not be questioned, girls raised to obey quietly. Hatred does not select randomly, it selects safely. Elizabeth did not rely on rage. She relied on environment. Girls were locked into narrow cells beneath the castle. Food was delayed, then reduced, then withheld. Hunger reshaped behavior. That's what Elizabeth believed. Weak bodies obey faster. In winter, punishment moved outdoors. Girls were taken into the courtyard and left standing in the snow. Older servants, women who survived by compliance, were ordered to pour cold water over them again and again. Cold did what violence didn't need to. It erased resistance quietly. Elizabeth observed, not emotionally, clinically. Hatred doesn't always strike. Sometimes it waits. Elizabeth did not act alone. Orders were carried out by others. Delegation diluted responsibility. Everyone became just one step removed. That is how cruelty sustains itself. As years passed, belief demanded more. When youth faded despite everything, her advisors suggested a reason. Not all blood was equal. Girls of higher status, they said, would be stronger. That decision changed everything. Pastors noticed. Burials increased. Bodies appeared where they should not exist. Dogs smelled the remains of the bodies in the castle grounds. Silence fractured. And finally, the nobleman came. Elizabeth was not publicly tried, but her servants were executed. She was sealed into her castle, a room closed off, windows blocked, a small opening left for food. She lived like that for years. Quietly, she died alone. History calls her a monster, but monsters make hatred feel rare. This was not madness. This was belief, power, and permission. Hatred doesn't need chaos. It needs logic that no one challenges. And when a system agrees with it, it lives a very long time.